This DLC contains spoilers for the main story. Yeah, that ending was kind of a bummer. Like, not a bummer, but... Alright, so this is Tempest Tantrum, Part 1, A Case of Curiosity, on the 38th of the Primordial Moon. And we're gonna start the day. Una's here. Innkeeper, a drink, quickly. Good to see you too, Una. If you don't get me a strong drink immediately, I'll burn this whole tavern to the ground. That is, if you still remember how to make one, with your fancy infusions and all that magic mambo-jumbo. I wouldn't mind watching you try to explain it. I'll entertain you just this once. Oh, I didn't need a tutorial. I was just being sassy. First, you gotta go to your journal and choose a recipe. Best to draw it on your board with chalk. So she wants a strength drink. Make sure to get me the right drink. That's what you pin my order at the top for. Then you choose the fitting fancy ingredients to make the drink. Keep an eye on the coaster shape on the left. It needs to match the recipe on the board. Your magic infusions influence the shape as well. You need them to complete your recipes so you can't skip them. Once you're done, press your silly little bell to open that primordial vortex thing. And don't forget to feed your mistakes to Andu. I'd never. Hi, Andu. I didn't actually need a tutorial, but... Alright, what's she want? She wants strength. No infusion for you. Oh, weird. I have a shorter list of drinks I can do now. So I guess we're gonna make a cursed coffee. This looks like it might call for an infusion. I'm putting these in there. So we want strength. Oh, I didn't read the cursed coffee. The cursed coffee. When you peer inside the steaming chalice, looking at your own distorted reflection, you will find the darkest swirling depths. The blankness will be all-consuming, a gloom so bitter you might think the souls of the damned swimming inside. But really, you'll just be looking at a strong cup of coffee. That's it. Okay. Everything is weird. Alright, cursed coffee. A strong drink for our strong friendship. Ha! Love it. Don't tell anyone I said that. They wouldn't believe me anyway. So, you haven't shown your face around here in over a year. What's the occasion? Would you believe me if I said I miss you? I would. Good, because I do. I also needed a break from fixing some local roofs. Been at it since... ever considered putting up a clock instead of a dagger? That's weird. That's not what Neil gave us. Neil gave us a clock. Okay. Lady Evelyn traded me that dagger for my clock. Feels wrong to take it down. How sweetly sentimental. My compass broke on the way here, you know. A bad omen if you ask me. Almost wandered in the wrong direction. It must be difficult to navigate without stars. Yeah, turns out I missed them after all. Think you'd have a shot convincing Leviathan to send some primordial stars up to the astral sea? Not a chance. Sorry. How have things been for you? Great. Been handing out a lot of fun quests. Would you like one too? I think I'll pass for now. How about you? Still working with Archie on a biography sequel? Whatever that is. We're still figuring that out, but I'm having fun. Happy to hear it. I'm currently trying to talk Archibald out of writing the Gwyver-themed romance novel Kyle's trying to talk him into. Let me guess, Kyle's been talking to the Gwyver? Yep. I think it put him up to it. Cute. Stop talking Archie out of it. Ugh. Maybe he should write something inspired by... Banshee and the Marigold's love story, or Banshee and the Mary Morgan's 5th breakup instead. They broke up. I'll pass your idea along. Relationships can be tough, huh? They can be, but they can also be very rewarding. Like for Neil and his parents. They worked hard to repair their relationship, and it made them better people. Yeah, I'm happy for the kid. That being said, if they ever make him sad again, I'm throwing hands. I wonder if this is supposed to be like to wrap up all the loose ends type DLC. You and me both. Speaking of the sneaky guy, Do you know if the Zoford familiars got back to them about Melly's tea party yet? Let's see. They're already planning what cakes to bake. Can't wait to try them. But before I forget, I've got something for you. For me? Here you go. A recipe? I won it in a card game. It sounded delicious. And you wanted someone to make it for you? Exactly. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed too. On it, boss. Okay, so we did get a new recipe, and that is the Ocean Fizz. Surf the waves with the prickly Ocean Fizz. This fresh drink will bring back memories of sea foam and chill summer days. It's not only rich in flavor, but also provides you with the agility and strength of a reef shark, as well as the thick skin of a humpback whale. You'll be quite the catch. Alright, so it needs to have a lot of agility and strength, so we'll throw this guy in here. And then pop some agility in, a little bit of strength, and a little bit of defense. And that's an Ocean Fizz. Ta-da! It's really cute, actually. Imagine I'm presenting this to you while making a fizzing sound. I'd rather not. But it's just as delicious as I thought it'd be. Anyway, gotta go. I wanted to check up on Lynn. She killed the Chimera, right? So yeah, she's visiting her cousin in Arova, I think. Ugh, alright. I'll go bother Baya then. See you later. See you later, Una. Melly's here. And Clay. Clay has a new friend. And I have a tip jar, maybe, that says #1 keeper. #1 innkeeper, that has a little raven on it. And also Andu's chilling over there. Why is Andu so tiny? Greetings, brave adventure. Hi! Hello! Hello, innkeeper. It's been a while. Welcome back to my tavern, Melly. Clay. What can I do for my dear friends today? Did you miss me, innkeeper? Of course. Zenith just isn't the same without its renowned detective. Your tavern looks exactly the way I remembered it. Oh, you know, Andu doesn't do well with change. I can't fix anything without him sulking for a few days. Not even those scratch marks on the counter? Those have sentimental value. Ah. But what brings you two to my tavern? I'm just passing through. I'm on my way to visit Lavela and Little Prim. You know, Tia's sister and niece. I remember them. They check in on the tavern every once in a while. I don't remember them! Was this some secretness after the credits that I maybe didn't see? Because I'm impatient? Prim always leaves a bracelet or necklace made of fresh flowers with Tia's statue. It's been a while since I last saw them, so I'm visiting in between taking care of little Miss Melly over here. Clay is looking after me so I don't get myself into any trouble. At least that's how Neil phrased it. It's been 8 years since I last had a dad. Of course I missed it. But they sure can be quite the nuisance sometimes. A nuisance, so to speak. But I'm almost 12 years old. And I've already solved a bunch of cases in those almost 12 years. I'm pretty sure I've learned how to take care of myself by now. But I do have to admit, it's nice to not be as alone anymore. And spending time with Clay in the Sleeping Forest while Neil and Fable are on vacation was a nice change of scenery. It's kinda like a vacation for me too. The Sleeping Forest isn't so sleepy after all, with Clay and all of his animals around. Did you finally open up that shelter for abandoned, hurt, and lonely animals, Clay? I did! It's a home for all the lost souls, as well as those who need some time and help to get back on their feet. Or wings. They're a lovely bunch. That's really fitting for Clay, actually. If they're half as lovely as you, they must be wonderful. Just like that wonderfully adorable companion on your shoulder. What was her name again? It's Dindy, my familiar friend. Cassiopeia sent her to thank me for caring for Tia so much. One day she just appeared at my doorstep, and ever since, she can't seem to get enough of my personal space. She's so cute. Even if she's always bossing the other animals around. She helps a lot with taking care of everyone at the shelter. It can be hard work making sure everyone else is okay without losing sight of your own well-being. But I make sure to get enough breaks in so I can care for all of us with a well-rested heart. Uh-huh. Speaking of care, would you mind keeping an eye on Miss Melly for a while, Innkeeper? I promised Tia's sisters that I'd be there at noon. Of course. But how about a drink before you go? Now that you mention it, I can't leave without one of those. How about something that'll steel me for the walk ahead of me? Oh, I have just the drink for you. Alright, so that's high defense. So we'll do the steel tonic. Which was it that I had put in the steel tonic last time? It was the lotus. That's right. So we'll do some defense. I gotta make sure I pet Andu. Very good, baby. Add some strength. Sorry, that's attack. My bad. Okay. And that's it. The steel tonic. A drink for extra tough travels. Here you go. Thank you so much. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. I already feel prepared for the way back. Give Andu a treat for me, will you? Will do. Do you think Melly's gonna want a hot chocolate? So, how is it? Surrounded by animals and wilderness, no big city in sight. It's super exciting. I've never been so far up north before, so I just had to explore the area around the shelter. Did you find anything of interest? Well, first I ventured forth to find out if differently shaped snowflakes also taste different. Who knows how much a scientific breakthrough like that could shape the future investigations, right? Absolutely. What conclusion did you come to? Well, none yet. The snowflakes were too small and melted way too quickly. But I will continue my investigation soon. First, I have to figure out what kind of mechanism I managed to get my hands on, though. Mechanism? Yes, I found something while wandering through the sleeping forest. I think it might be a piece of a bigger puzzle. I'll tell you more about it in exchange for a drink. I see you haven't forgotten anything our favorite rogue taught you. What kind of drink would you like today? How about something that'll make me even smarter so I can figure out what the mysterious mechanism does before anyone else? Sounds like you've got a plan. A smart drink coming right up. Alright, so we're gonna do something high in intellect, like the silent owl. Which infusion will give us high intellect? This one. But it also gives charisma, so I don't think I need that, right? No, it doesn't. Okay, we're good. Bloop. Add some agility. Add some intellect. And it looks like it's also got some attack. Ta-da! The silent owl. This should fire up your brain in no time. Thank you! Oh ho ho, I can already feel my neurons forming new connections. So, that mechanism. Alright, where do I start? I found it while exploring the wilderness of the sleeping forest. It was completely covered with giant roots. I must have somehow caught the sparse sunlight shining through the forest because I saw it sparkling in a thicket. And of course I just had to dig it up. It had jagged edges and looked incomplete, like it broke off something. But there weren't any other pieces under the roots. They barely wanted to give this one up. It looked really out of place between the trees, because it's mainly made of metal. But hold on tight. I'm holding on tight. Very good, because the metal seems ancient and magical. I could feel some weird tingling energy flowing through me when I picked it up. You know, metal usually has a certain smell to it, right? It didn't have that smell at all. No one I've asked can identify what it's made of either. And I can't scratch it with my nails, even though it looks so old. But that's not all. It's not just made of weird metal. There are also sparkly gears growing right out of it somehow that seem to be made out of pure citrine. I couldn't dent the citrine either, like it was magically fortified. That's certainly intriguing. Right? It must be part of a bigger mechanism, With all the gears and uneven edges, you know? There must be a second half to it somewhere. And hold your horses. It turns out the piece that I found is some sort of locket. Or a tiny treasure chest. Or maybe a prison. So it opened up. It was a little tricky at first. You have to turn all the gears just the right way. And even then, I needed to use the lockpicks that Nico got me. But eventually, it bent to my will. And? Was there anything inside? Oh, well, no, nothing really. I mean, except a fire spirit, a really angry fire spirit. That I might have freed, accidentally. I see. But I swear I didn't do anything to make it angry, I just let it out. Maybe it was upset because it was trapped for so long. It was burning so hot it even singed one of my whiskers. And when I took off into the woods, it managed to start a forest fire, even with all the snow. Clay and his animals helped me put the fire out quickly, but we couldn't find the spirit anywhere. Oh? Did I do something bad? No, you couldn't have known about the spirit. You were just curious, understandably. You're a detective after all. I must be a pretty lousy one since I didn't realize the disaster I would unleash. You can't expect yourself to be familiar with all the strange, ancient mechanisms in the world. You live and you learn. Speaking of said mysteries, ancient mechanisms, and a fire spirit, I might have an idea about their origins. The spirit is clearly elemental. Now, I could be wrong, but that sounds like a creature from Leviathan's domain. Your boss? I wouldn't say boss, but yes, my patron. He and his plane are the origin of the 4 elements, and that includes fire. Powerful burning spirits are part of his daily routine. Oh, so if the metal is ancient, could it be that I found a long-lost relic of Leviathan's? That'd be so cool. Except for the part where I broke it. I'm not sure it's his. Divine metal, strange mechanisms, and especially magical gemstones. That's more of the domain of the Elder Dragon, Wait, don't they have a rivalry with Leviathan? It depends on who you ask. Some say they're enemies, others say they were best friends before went to sleep. Either way, if they both had their claws in this, I think you've got your hands on a magnificent treasure. I knew it! Now I just have to figure out what this all means. Like, what's the purpose of this thing, and where did the spirit go? So we actually got 2 rumors. Melly found one half of a mysterious ancient mechanism in the sleeping forest. But where's the other half? Melly's mysterious puzzle piece seems to have something to do with the dragons themselves, as does the angry fire spirit she freed. No biggie. Do you have any more ideas, perchance? Not yet, but I'll keep my eyes and ears wide open. That's what my trusty quest board is for. Hey, Baya showed up. Did I hear? Rusty? Can I interest you in a trip to my spa? The mud is very good for old and rusty bones. Thank you, but I'm not that old yet, and Andu sadly can't run the tavern alone. Sorry, bye. Oh, but I was going to give you a coupon. I brought a bunch. Oh, coupons? I'll take them. I can hand them out in the city while doing my research. That sounds lovely. Thank you so much. Of course. Gotta go now. These puzzles won't solve themselves. I would advise you to start your investigation with Una. If someone knows something, it's her. Oh, Una is also in town? Yippee! Baya's so cute. She actually said she wanted to visit you, Baya. So I'm sure she'd love some coupons. Thanks for your help, innkeeper. See you later. Good luck with your investigation, Melly. Baya hung out for quite a while. She seems really excited. Did she encounter an anteater? No, she found a puzzle piece. Sort of. Oh, I love puzzles. What kind of pattern? Dancing skeletons? Bog spirits? Puppies? No pattern, I'm afraid. It's more of an incomplete mechanism she'd like to put back together. seemed very ancient, maybe even made by and the Leviathan himself. All I can offer you in terms of patterns are an unidentified metal, gears made of citrine, and a somewhat agitated fire spirit. Fun! Citrine gears? That reminds me of something. And what would that be? I'm not sure. The thought is trapped on the tip of my tongue. Voice says you have a drink that always helps him with his words. Please, free my tongue, please. Already on it, Vaya. Alright, so we want a high charisma drink. Let's go with a nice sunny breeze. Which infusion do we want to use? Maybe this one. These flowers are pretty and they remind me of Vaya. So we'll want some charisma. And some intellect. That looks correct. Sunny breeze coming right up. An emergency rescue for your tongue coming right up. Oh! I'm free! Thank you! This makes me feel as comfortable and safe as my friends do. Oh! Yes. Yes, my friend. I have found the thought and ate it. Mary. The Mary Morgan? Yes. In her postcard, she talked about this decorative mechanism covered in orange gears, like citrine. She wondered what it would taste like if she licked it, but never got the chance to try. Did she spot it on a postcard shop? No, silly. In a library. She's on vacation in Underwater, and she visited the local Coralfian library. Mary wrote to me about her favorite things from the tour. Underwater? I heard rumors that city survived the primordial flood, despite still being completely submerged. Well, underwater. Something about a good flood defense system, and nature's sense of irony. Yes, it's a great place to go on vacation, if you don't mind all the seawater everywhere. But I haven't figured out how to send a postcard there yet. The plants don't talk to me much when they're so salty. We got another rumor. The Mary Morgan spotted another part of the mechanism in the Coralfian library in Underwater. It's unfortunate that the city is entirely submerged, and I do really like those little doodles at the bottom of the page. Those are too cute. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Maybe ask Hex for help. I'll think about it. Whomst are you? Oleander. Good evening, Oleander. We know this elf? Good evening, innkeeper. Good evening, Baya. Good evening. You look like you could use a drink. Yeah. Had another group of adventurers who thought it was a good idea to try and pet the gooseberry boars. So a drink sounds great. Have you got one of those, what was it? Coffees? A cursed coffee? Minus the curses, please. I'll see what I can do. Oleander's very green. And yellow. Okay, so he just wants a cursed coffee. Easy peasy. We'll do this one. Get in the glass, please. There we go. Okay. So we'll want some strength. Good, good. And some intellect. Pour, please. Please, please pour. There we go. You gotta get it at just the right angle. One cursed coffee. A cursed coffee, free of any curses, but full of energy. Perfectly adequate, thank you. Wow, a compliment from Oleander Verafina. Today's my lucky day. Don't push it. So, having some trouble with adventurers again? When isn't it trouble with them? If they want a guide through the Ashen Grove, I can provide that. But you'd expect them to have at least an ounce of common sense. Instead, I have to herd them like toddlers. At least the boars have a sense of survival instincts. Let me guess, you're not getting paid enough for this? I don't get paid. That makes 2 of us. That means we're doing it out of the goodness of our hearts, right? It's my duty as a ranger to guide them. Can't let them get lost and disturb the local ecosystems or hurt innocent bystanders in the process. They might bring a bit of chaos, but they usually save people in the process too. That special blend is what heroism is all about. Yeah, sure. Speaking of heroes, how's Fable? Aren't they supposed to tell you all about that when they get back? I miss them, and I'm very curious. Fine, I'll humor you. According to the latest postcard, Neil's parents are taking them to all the tourist spots in the Primordial Sea. Like volcanoes, wave pools, tornado farms. Sounds fun. You're a wonderful influence, thank you. You're welcome. Honestly, I'm just glad they changed their mind about going to underwater. When they heard the town is still around, they immediately wanted to plunge down there and help people. Bless their big heart. I don't even want to imagine the trouble that would have landed them in. But I heard it's beautiful down there. The Mary Morgan is visiting. Even better if Fable stays away then. Mary has been writing me postcards too. It's so nice. That's sweet. Any places you want to travel? Home in a bit. To your bed, catch some sleep. It's far too early for sleep. Suit yourself. Anyhow, bye. Anything else that Mary Morgan wrote you about? You know, as a bedtime story for our workaholic over here. Character information unlocked for Oleander. An elf, age 250, goes by he, him, a ranger of the Ashen Grove, lawful good, and their arcana is justice. Oleander Verathena is an experienced ranger and Fable's older brother. Ah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Often his patience is stretched thin by adventurers and their hubris. He's constantly overworked and should definitely cut down on the caffeine. A well-deserved vacation is long overdue. The library. It's haunted. Haunted? Yes, by evil books. Let me guess, a wizard? No, maybe. Mary didn't say. The tour guide gave a warning not to touch any of the books, because people say they've been biting off visitors' fingers. But Mary didn't get to see a single evil tome. Disappointing. That's a new flavor of evil scripture. What do you think it's all about? The locals say someone cursed the library. But I think maybe the books are just exploring their new environment. It must be so interesting to be a book underwater. Or maybe some hungry creatures found shelter in those books and no one is feeding them. That'd be sad. Rumor unlocked the hand that reads you. The books in the Coralifian library seem to have developed a taste for fingers. Is it a curse, culinary curiosity, or just some bad library management? Not our problem to worry about. It could be. I'm sure someone will take care of it. Someone always does. Anyway, I've got to get back to check that everything is still in place after that boar debacle. And then get to Byrony's dinner party. Your sister finally learned how to cook? No, but she's trying. Oh, can I walk you home? I haven't seen Byrony in ages. Sure, I bet she'd appreciate more guests. And you don't mind potentially poisonous pie, right? That sounds delicious. I'll bring you a slice too, innkeeper. Later. I wonder how Andu feels about poisonous pie. I bet he'd eat it. Okay, we get to put together a quest. Let's see. So Melly found one half of a mysterious ancient mechanism in the sleeping forest. But where's the other half? The Mary Morgan spotted another part of the mechanism in the Coralifian library in underwater. It's unfortunate the city is entirely submerged. The books in the Coralifian library seem to have developed a taste for fingers. Is it a curse, culinary curiosity, or just bad library management? These seem like they go together. Perfect. Night at the library. Deep in the sleeping forest, the young Vukakan detective Melina Broom found an ancient mechanism. Melly took Neil's last name. That's cute. So Neil and Fable must have adopted her. Its origins are unknown, but when she tried to open it, she unleashed a fire spirit into the world. Determined to make things right, she needs a group of ambitious adventurers to help her find the missing piece in the underwater library in Underwater. But beware, the books may bite. And we're gonna feed Anju. Clean up the tavern. And call it a night.